I will take that.
Yeah. Alrighty, everybody. Give me a second. I'm going to uh, adjust the camera a little bit, and I'm also having to step over a pet carrier. Indiana's not in it right now, but if she starts wandering looking for us, I'll round her up and I'll put her in here. So so she can be with us, and we can, bless the pet carrier because we'll need it for her as we travel. But let me adjust this real quick. So apologize for any vertigo, but there we go. All right, that's framed up a little better. So yeah, you can see.
Oh, so we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, hey everybody.
Yeah, and I got some offerings. A fun thing. I had posted on the Kemetic Reform Facebook group, I think last year, a poll for which holidays do you find to be the most important, and had listed several. Now, obviously, kind of a no-brainer. Opet Rumpet, so Egyptian New Year is the biggest one by far and away, but evenly voted for just about, like a difference of 2 votes, but solid tie for second place, was the Osiris Mysteries and the Feast of Opet. So
wait, Opet Rumpet and the Feast of Opet.
No, Opet. Here's the thing. There's probably some vowels in there that, it's sounding similar to our ears. It would not have sounded similar to the ancient Egyptians' ears.
Okay, because I was just confused.
Well, see, the thing is, and a lot of Kemetics will say wep runpet because of the semivowel that's used at the beginning of the word for it to open. So wep or up, and perhaps you wouldn't have heard the T, in opet, to open, but it's a grammatical difference. But anyway, runpet is the opening of the year, and then the Feast of Opet or Ipet, that actually was an old word for harem, the harem. Ipet Rasit was the southern harem, the southern residence, and that was the southern temple in Luxor that Amun would go to during the procession. That was part of the Feast of Opet, and the holiday. There was a sacred marriage aspect to it, but it was also for renewal, and the king would show up for that, and would be reconsecrated as the heir of Amun, and actually,
but somebody got to smack it down right on the Pharaoh's face.
No. You're thinking of the Babylonians.
Oh.
Those the Babylonians. That would not have happened in ancient Egypt. He's thinking of what happened in the Babylonian Akitu feast, where the high priest of Marduk would slap the king, and if it brought tears to his eyes, then that meant a good year, for the people of Babylon.
What did Five Fingers say to the
In other words, they need to slap the crap out of him.
Well, maybe not literally, but
or maybe so literally.
I don't know, but I'm sure that was the best part of the high priest's job.
All those frustrations.
Right there.
Move.
Yeah. If only we could institute that policy now. Wouldn't that be great?
You realize that was the Hadouken
The Hadouken
of its day. I mean, I bet you that priest wound up, looked like he was about to throw a fastball.
Took a step.
Looked like Nolan Ryan took that.
Who knows? But anyway, that's a couple of time zones over in Mesopotamia. But no, the Opet Festival was where the kings, there was this whole thing, but a scholarly article about it's renewing the kingly ka, and the things like that. We do know that one of Tutankhamun's successors, Horemheb, because he didn't have any claim to the throne through blood, he had to kind of bolster his legitimacy as a successor. And so he had his coronation at the Feast of Opet, to kind of, make it extra special, So that was something of great significance. Well, because we don't honor an earthly king anymore, the ancient kings are sort of like patron saints. So instead, this is a time for our own renewal, and it's a great time to renew your vows or your intentions as a pagan or whatever. Theoretically, Darren, you could use the Feast of Opet to renew your uh, dedication or rededicate yourself as a Christian. It's just that um, there's
It's the trick of doing that in front
of that
with other gods.
Yeah,
that's a specific no.
And that's the thing, because and what I want to explain to people, and of course less articulate Christians kind of freaked out about this. The way we see it is, everyone has their you have your own exclusive contract, like Christians have an exclusive contract with that deity. Well, and that's fine. We have no problem with that. Just allow for us the right to negotiate a different contract. Because that's how I see it. As, those of us that are pagan, we have a different contract. So but that's that's what being open and saying, hey, there's room for everybody is all about. So
your subscription may vary.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, and again, it's too bad that the camera doesn't have, I'd have to like mess with it, or tilt it or something, but I have some holiday lights that I string up, and of course you can see a little bit of the streamer that's stitched felt for standing in for lotus petals, for water lily petals, but I put that up for special occasions. So
at some point you could turn off the lights and they could see the actual light effect from the lights they can't see up there.
Oh yeah, we could do that in a little while. So yeah. But now that we've gotten that little bit of history lesson out of the way, I'm just going to take your. Yeah. And thank you so much for all the well wishes for our ducky. Yeah. Oh yeah, Isabel points out, yes, Opet is also or EP is also a goddess, it might even be another aspect of Talret. And yes, she's a hippo, and Amun goes to marry her. Yes, the sacred marriage. So yeah. Sarcasm. Ruler flops after getting slapped, and the priest was like, "The gods have spoken." Yeah. Yeah. Ah, Lady Zephos, hi. I just got home. Got my Loki tattoo on Tuesday. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, hey, Conspiracy Town. Thank you. Good to see you. I hope you've been doing well. Oh, and you guys might be amused to know, we're going to be visiting Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we have one day before Darren starts his work stuff to kind of tool around and see something cool. And so I was looking to see what was open, and I said, well, okay, you've got your choice: the Pueblo Cultural Center or the National Museum of Atomic Museum. So which one? And just without hesitation, Darren said nukes. So I'm like, okay, that's what we're doing. So that should be interesting. We'll have an interesting weekend. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me, as Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, O Yamachuru. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Ready? Purity is upon our hands. Our purity is within our hearts. We have cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure, we are pure, we are pure, we are pure. Decided to do it underhanded. Here. Hey, dude, don't do that. Like I promise not to catch you with any later. I promise not to flick any on. At least not at point blank. I mean, come on. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra and all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who is tuning in with us now, and has been with us in the past, and will be joining us in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we are all purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
Yeah, I was trying to enunciate because I noticed something. Going back through some video on my phone, it was trying to caption the shorts, the videos that I took for shorts, and it tended to render Horus, as in the eye of Horus, as horse, as in giddy up. So
often for me, it says Horus, as in Horus, the name.
Horace.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's that kind of makes sense. But I was going horse. Okay, so we're all really big fans of Mr. Ed, I guess. But and if you get that, then you've just shown your age.
Yes, you're really old.
Okay, Wilbur.
Which I say, no. If you're really old, you know about Francis the Talking Mule.
Yes, which came before.
Yeah.
Now that one I don't know.
Ha! I got you on something. But Francis the Talking Mule. Yeah, go. If you're wasting time or like us thinking of staying up all night, go look that up. So. Yes, we don't know what the captioning is going to do, but just through context. You arise in the Achatis Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You sit in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Great in need of the gods who are in Yanu, Ra in your appearance at the first time, Ra's twins, Shu and Tefnut, Geb and Nut, Lord of earth and Lady of heaven, Osir, Aset, Set, and Nebatat. Turn your faces toward us. Behold what is in our innermost. Our hearts are straightforward. Our hearts are open. No darkness is within our hearts. Hail and praise unto you, O Amun-Ra, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Amun-Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Amun-Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Amun-Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. And so we're invoking the sun god as Amun-Ra in this case because it's the Feast of Opet. Hail and praise unto you, O Amun-Ra, and to you, Mut, Khonsu. Hail and praise unto you, O Yonaturu, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at, cast out, spent. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. And we're also going to light our candles for Sekhmet. She may continue to bring peace and healing to all those who need it, especially Jory. He specifically asked for prayers for that because he's concerned about kidney issues related to diabetes. So we ask Mama Sekhmet to look after him and to look after everyone that is dealing with sickness and healing, trying to heal. We light this candle for Mahpes, Scarlet Lord, the Lord of storms and wind. We ask him to protect all of those who are in the path of storms as hurricane season continues. We ask him to protect everyone who's in the path of weather. So, all right. Just a couple more quick invocations. Eoim Hotep Amanem Opet Nebwaset. Eoim Hotep Amanem Opet Nebet Petrisit. Eoim Hotep Amanem Opet Kamitef. Eoim Hotep Aman Nachra. Eoim Hotep Mut Nebet Tawi. Eoim Hotep Mut Nebet Isheru. Eoim Hotep Konsu Ahur. Eoim Hotep Kansu Tepianaman. We ask you to come in peace, Amun of the southern residents, Lord of Thebes, bull of his mother, the greatest god, and Mut, mistress of the two lands, mistress of Isheru, Konsu the very great, firstborn of Amun. Take these, your cool waters, that are the inundation. They may cool your hearts. Oh, you're not true. These cool waters are the eye of Horus. Your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, Uyanachu, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you and cleanses you. It adorns you and takes its place upon your hands. Oh, you're not sure. We give to you this eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. All right. Hold on. Okay. Reach over here to get my container of natron. Now, in the past, I've sprinkled it, but I've noticed even statues that aren't metal can still react to the natron. So we're just going to open it and present it. This is your natron of Horus. This is your natron of Chuti. This is your natron among the gods. I'll turn our little lamp on. Likewise with the ointment. Receive this ointment which comes from the forehead of Ra. I'll keep it here because we're going to be using it later. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, Oyunatru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. And also, these offerings, this produce from the garden, this produce which comes from your bounty, lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. And these are all things I picked from the garden today. We had a blush of mushrooms, so one of my shiitake logs actually is still producing mushrooms, which is great because I had a couple of them that got attacked by beetles, so they're not producing any more shrooms. But they'll make good firewood. So. The gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine. O Amun-Ra, Oyunatru, drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. Pure, pure is Amun-Ra Horiketi within his house. Pure, pure is Mut, mistress of Asheru, and Khonsu, son of Amun-Ra, within his house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods, with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Amun-Ra, Mut, and Khonsu, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Hang on just a second. Come to your body, O Amun-Ra Horiketi. Come to your body, O Mut, Khonsu. Come to your bodies, O Oyunatru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these, your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people. Raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Amun-Ra, before Mut, before Khonsu. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. O Amun Ra Horaketi, and your son, the Osir Nisu Ra. Your foes retreat from you, and Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And now, from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead, we light this candle. It may be the eye of Horus that lights their way into what? And we pour these cool waters on the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Ta henket kau aftus naturenat chud nebet nofra waber anchad naturim kawan achupunibu machrunibu chir natura. A voice offering bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these blessed dead, all true of voice before the great God. And someone that we lost this week, Graham Greene, that probably a lot of the world would know as Kicking Bird in Dances with Wolves. He passed away this week after a long illness. But he'd been in a lot of things, but that's probably the role that for most people of a certain age, you say that and boom, you know exactly who it is. So included voice offerings included for him as well. And anyone else that's passed on, this is your time to remember your loved ones. All right, now before we offer Mott, we have one more rite, and this is where we would offer to Amun Ra, and then consecrate for ourselves. Hail to you, O Amun Ra, and your Ennead. We have come unto you, O Yenochiru, that we may see your beauty. For we know you, and we know your names. Behold, we have come here before you. We bring you Ma'at, and we repel the sweat for you. Hail, O Amun, and take this oil, which is the eye of Horus. Let its scent reach you. Let it rejuvenate you. Let it cool your heart. You shall not grow weary with it. And likewise with water. I'm not going to anoint the statues because I don't want to damage them. Likewise with the water. Hail, O Amun, and receive these cool waters, which are the eye of Horus. May they rejuvenate you. May they purify you. May they cool your heart, for you shall not grow weary with them. Hail to you, O Yenochiru, in all your names and in all your places. Place your consecration upon us. May you make it beneficial to us. May you protect us from all evil. Receive us and place your arms over us, for we are your Shemsu upon this earth. May we be beneficial to you and to humankind, as you are beneficial to us. And Shemsu, of course, is an Egyptian word that means a follower, to be in the following of. And this is at the point if you're following along and you wanted to do this, if you had some sort of an oil, if you wanted to consecrate yourself, smear a little on your forehead. Just don't do it with straight cinnamon oil. I've heard of people doing that. Not a good idea.
It hurts, okay? It hurts real bad.
And not only that, it leaves a mark.
Yeah, the story that I heard was actually from somebody in the local pagan community. At one point, he since went back to Jersey, and you can infer from that everything that you want. But he and his little coven were doing something, and they had run out of their usual oil, for anointing, and someone had the bright idea. Here, I got the cinnamon oil. And so, of course, anyone who's participated in a Wiccan circle, when they mark your forehead with oil to bring you into the circle, oftentimes what they do is they draw a little pentagram or pentacle on your forehead with straight cinnamon oil. And they're in circle and it starts burning. As he was describing, it's something to the effect of, oh my God, I'm sitting here thinking, am I going to show up to work in a day or so with a red pentacle on my forehead? That's going to look really good.
Well, hey, if you're not proud of that mark, why wear it?
Well, we could be here all night if we were talking about that. But fortunately for him, it didn't leave a mark.
And that's unfortunate, because I think he's the one that would have needed that.
Would have been a character builder. Well, if you're that scared about it, make up a story about, I was going to get sacrificed as a virgin, I barely escaped. But wait, you've got a kid. Just don't question me.
Go with it, would you?
Go with it, yeah. All right. And the next part would be actually to eat of the bread. Now we've offered it to them first, but I guess later we'll partake of it. Of what shall we eat? We shall eat the bread which Renutet provides for us in the shrine of the gods. We shall eat of bread and partake of ma'at. So the idea of eating the bread that comes from the god's table means, that you're accepted as, you're agreeing to be, part of their following. And that's why.
Did you put all of the bread?
No, there's just one. And we're going to eat that one later. But yeah, I made some tiger nut cakes with what I had left of that flour. And the best one of the bunch is being offered, and the others we're going to try and save for road snacks.
Now, since it became the offering, it's yours.
Okay. No, I didn't put all of them there. Yeah, because but that's the thing is you bring a representative sample, and that's the way that you're supposed to do it. Even in ancient temples, what they do is they'd have a big spread, and they'd bring a representative sample into the innermost shrine, and
then everybody else eats.
well, they would consecrate everything, and then afterwards, And after they had done all of their reversions, reverting the offerings, because first it goes to the gods, then it goes to the blessed dead, and then it goes to the staff, and that's how the staff get fed. So that's how they do that. But and now
there was no waste in
Makes
Egypt.
you wonder if there were days they were like, God, hurry up.
yeah, because the thing.
Some of us need to eat.
Yeah, well, the whole thing was, well, it makes you wonder because and apparently there were points, we have this ideal of especially like it was under one of the Ramessides that they had a tally of how much had been offered, and there was like thousands of bouquets, thousands of loaves, and things like that. But that was when it was good. That was the high water mark. When times were bad, the offerings, in front of the gods got kind of thin. And we know about this. Now it's funny, over in Mesopotamia, there was a record at a certain point, and it seems like there was a mega drought that affected the whole region. Because the Nile floods were low, but over in Mesopotamia, the harvest was bad, and they have record of like a couple of points where there were no offerings that went on the table of Shamash.
Wow.
The sun god, because
There were none to offer.
yeah, they were hungry.
Yeah.
So don't be fooled by all of the tourist material that's carved on the walls. That was when it was good, but the gods have seen days when it was thin and people were hungry, and so
We call those the lean times.
yeah. So for those of us today, if you're ever in a spot and you're like, man, I don't have anything, then just tell them they've seen this before, they know why, and they don't know to help if you don't ask. So now we come unto you, O Amun-Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Kash shall live. Truly, your Ennead has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Ennead says unto you, your word is law eternally. This fet is cast out by your word, and rejoicing is yours every day. And Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. May we always act with gentility and compassion, such as the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such as the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such as the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such as the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such as the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such as the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such as the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such as the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. All right, I always think it's cool to see over there, because I can't read from this distance, but I see like the icons for the water and the food, and then the feather for Ma'at. So that's really cool. Thank you guys. And I think at first YouTube was having trouble, realizing no, we're not, posting naughty icons, So.
But we can if you need us to.
Right.
Hang on.
Well, actually, what's funny is the statue I have of Amun, he's got a scarf on, so that he's suitable for broadcast, because he was carved with a little bit of a chub. So
he's a little bit excited, yo.
Well, that's by design. So for the Opet feast, I like to read from and this was a gift, and and this is a it's part of Yale Egyptological series, and this is 5 hymns to Amun-Ra from Hybus Temple. Hybus is it's an oasis out in the Western Desert. But what's interesting is they translated and studied these hymns and noticed that there was a lot of similarity between them and the hymns that they found to Amun-Ra in Thebes. So there was some back and forth between those 2 temples. So it gives you a decent idea of what kinds of things might have been read to Amun, during the Theban festivals like the Opet. So. And I'm picking up with, oh goodness, which one is this? It's one of the longer ones. Just as you divided the 2 lands in Memphis as Tatenan, eldest of the primeval ones, so did you establish your throne in Al-Katawi as Amun-Ra, Ba and Lord of the firmament. These mean your form at the first time when you arose as Amun-Ra Ptah. It is in your city, Thebes, that your heart is content. Your uraeus, your eyes, your scepter, your Jum and your Amas scepter, opener of the doors of heaven in Karnak, Shu, Tefnut, Mut, and Khonsu. Your images are within your Opet, and as your manifestations of men, upraised of arm, tall of plumes, king of the gods, lord of the double crown, mighty of prestige and lord of respect, Kamutef, foremost of his fields, vaunted of his beauty and lord of the phallus, turquoise and black of beard with sparkling faces, lord of the Ujjatais, he of Kaptos, foremost of the garden, he of Achamim who is upon his platform. Yours is the sky, yours is the earth, yours is Duat, yours are the waters, and yours are the air which is within them. That which is made acclaims you without tiring. O protector of that which is and that which is not. You support them as you create them, and thus their tribute is apportioned for your Ka. O Amun-Ra, Lord of everything that is, strong of heart, festive of chest, may you establish your son who is upon your throne. May you rejuvenate his body upon earth, and fashion his image, cause him to appear, assuming your offices and your beneficent image. And of course, this is what would be said for the Pharaoh. But we ask, at this time, since the day of the Pharaoh is gone, we ask you to establish your images as Amun-Ra Horketi. And this is from the translation of the Opet song, which was originally inscribed, if I remember the epigraphic survey right. I think that was something that Tutankhamun himself had inscribed. It was later usurped, so if you were to go and see it now, the names on it would be different. It would be Horemheb or someone else, but you look at the style of the illustrations and you can tell that's from Tutankhamun's time. Hail, O Amun-Ra, Lord of the thrones of the 2 lands. May you live forever. A drinking place is hewn out, the sky folded back to the south. A drinking place is hewn out, the sky folded back to the north. O Amun-Ra, first one of the 2 lands, foremost one in Karnak, in splendid appearance in your fleet, in your beautiful Feast of Opet. May you be pleased with it. A drinking place is built for you in the ship of ships. The paths of the twin horizons have been bound up for you, and a great flood has been raised up. May you pacify the 2 ladies, O Lord of the red and white crowns, O Horus, strong of arm. And hail, O Mut, the great mistress of Sheru, who gives birth to light again in Thebes, who traverses the 2 lands, pregnant with the sun, that she may give birth to him in the temple of Mut. Mother of Ra, she who creates light, great Uraeus who encircles her father, who gives birth to him as Khonsu, both daughter and mother, who makes her own creator. Mute was very important in this too. And so in the ancient festival, you would have had a party barge for her and a party barge for Khonsu that would have been floating along with almonds. So, and the translation for that Opet song, actually, as I was reading that, what I had in the booklet is a little different from what I ended up doing in that short little video we did a few years ago. And Mary Rod did some wonderful vocals for that. A drinking cup is taken. May the sky be smooth to the south and to the north, which might make a little more sense if you're talking about sailing. And a good drinking place is made for those on the ship of ships. So, and the inundation rises high. So, all right. Well, it's still a work week, technically. So let's go ahead and get our fortunes so we can get everyone ready for the weekend. Now, we're going to start with one for everybody. And so anyone who's tuning in after the fact, especially if someone catches us on Friday and is like, oh man, well, again, we had to deviate from schedule, but this fortune is for everyone, including everyone watching in syndication. And we're going to move our plate of offerings over. Wow. That's really powerful. Don't waste time on what might have been.
Even Jesus said, don't look backwards.
Right. But yeah, don't waste time on what might have been. Spend your effort on what is. Alrighty. I'm seeing some cookie requests. Just bear with me because I'm having to make sure I don't kill my feet stepping over. Because I'm scrolling back a little bit and seeing, because Amin Ra is so happy to see us, and let the gods have their members. So guessing, yes, nothing wrong with the holy junk. We don't want the depictions to have shrinkage. Okay, yeah, I think I saw the thing about whether or not to give a statue of Bess his stuff or not. Gods have no need for mortal construction such as pants. All of this, from the window to the wall, the gods don't need no drawers. Yeah, well, Gavin Herod, aloha and blessings from the big island of Hawaii. All right, hey, and we include you in the prayers for protection from the weather, because I know I think it's Hurricane Kiko is expected to hit Hawaii. And we actually know a lady a very sweet lady who's a writer, and she lives on the Big Island. And we want her and her family to be safe too. Okay, Conspiracy Town. I want to go to a new country. What say the gods? All right. So I'm going to start. Okay, I see Yamana. I see you, and then Lady Zephos from Ra or from Suta.
Of course, I'm first in line when it comes to my divine family.
Okay, I used to be an ING worshiper, an Ing worshiper. Okay, and I see our Discord cookies. But yeah. And I know that Yamanu also considers himself, a devotee of Amun, and so we asked Amun to um, help him with his health problems. And I guess on his behalf, I'm going to throw in the prayer that he gets some more help with the health care, because it seems like some stuff is not being done. But may he get what he needs. Maybe a referral would be a good thing, but the gods know more than we do. So, we ask them to, in their wisdom, help everyone that needs it. So yeah, we're gonna start with Yamanu, and then Lady Zephos, and then Deadeye. So stepping over the crate. So I think Indiana's napping in her pool. Because water is like a recliner for her. She has a pool. She will sit and chill. So. Yamanu, clean up after your pets in public spaces.
Nah.
Dirty boy.
Well, I mean, I know mostly what y'all have are cats, but I don't know. Yes, I've checked the litter.
That might be a message that they're sending me to send to Shannon.
I doubt it.
She takes the dog.
Maybe, but you never know. Sometimes you come back to one later, and it makes more sense. You're like, oh, and something falls into place.
Yeah.
So it's always interesting, because there was something that I had pulled for the stuff that I pre-recorded, and I looked at it, and it had an additional significance looking at it after the fact. But next up was Lady Zephos asking Ra and/or Suti. Yeah, is there some coffee in our future?
There's some coffee in our immediate future.
Yeah, I've got a story about that in a minute. But
sounds like you need some Turkish coffee or something.
I do have that. I do have that. I have to be careful because, and this is your, PSA for the evening, I guess. There is actually some cholesterol in Turkish coffee, as opposed to Western coffee, because the process of, making the Western style coffee takes out the cholesterol, believe it or not. So if you do a lot of Turkish coffee, watch out, because that will affect your cholesterol. But the more you know. Anyway, Lady Zephos, cherish the memories you have. They are precious. Cherish the memories you have. They are precious.
Both
and Deadeye.
Gabriel Iglesias and another Ralphie May have a similar experience with that really potent coffee that comes in like a shot glass, smaller.
Oh, that's cappuccino.
Okay.
They asked for some, and they looked at it and looked like, we need a cup of coffee. Give me a cup of coffee, a big one. And they're like, okay, if you really want it, all right. That stuff is practically cardiac arrest in a cup if you got too much.
Well, yeah, espresso? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's why they give it to you in the little bitty container.
A little dabble, do you? Okay, Deadeye. Love is the path to a joyful heart. So Deadeye, love is the path to a joyful heart. Okay, and Deadeye. And then I'm sorry, I'm kind of at a distance here. Gary G for Osset. And then we've got we'll do our Discord cookies. So for Gary G, and we're asking Mama Osset. Well, that was interesting. It landed in our vessel of water. Good thing it's still in the wrapper, but you know what? That might mean something. So, any significance perhaps to the element of water? So, Gary, make note of that.
His molecules are full of it.
Well, it's like that sticker we're getting for our friend Preston. Never trust an atom; they make up everything. But no, maybe it has some significance. But as for your fortune, your close friend will inspire you to pursue your dreams. Your close friend will inspire you to pursue your dreams.
As far as the water may be an additional blessing, or maybe it could be a purification of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah. So Gary, that I suspect you will recognize the significance, much quicker than we do. But all right, our Discord cookies: Kaleidoscope, Captain Lunar, Rabbit, Astra, Azala. The other ones, you know what? I'm going to step in to read, make sure I'm reading that right. Because I'm doing this from about 7 feet away, I'm guessing. 6 to 7, but starting with Kaleidoscope and then Captain Lunar. And again, it's just because I don't want to trip over the pet carrier.
Give you a pair of opera glasses.
Well, actually, I have to talk up Darren. He did give me a really nice monocular. And I almost wonder if I should bring that to do some sightseeing.
Yeah, I mean, because you can hook it up to your camera and your phone and take pictures with it.
Yeah, it'd be a fun thing to figure out.
That's why I brought it. I bought it for you.
Yeah, and well, you got to understand. You give me a gift, I may not use it like immediately, but it will get used. I mean, you guys got me that wonderful sewing machine in 2012, and it was a while before I used it. But boy, come 2020,
finally got
it.
Yeah, but okay. This is for Kaleidoscope on Discord. The one who is afraid of asking is ashamed of learning. The one who is afraid of asking is ashamed of learning. So don't be ashamed to learn. It's what they're saying. Don't be afraid to ask. The one who is afraid of asking is ashamed of learning. All right, and next was Captain Lunar.
Has the chat really not moved, or has the feed messed up on my end?
I don't know. You guys feel free to give a shout out or say something. Just because I don't want to
hit the
lose
space bar a whole bunch. I don't know.
Anyway, I'm trying to make sure that I relay these for the Discord folks, and this is for Captain Lunar. Make today the day you embrace your true self. That's really powerful. So, Captain Lunar, make today the day you embrace your true self. And think of the significance of this. This is a message being given to you on the Opet Feast. And this is a feast when Amun in his many aspects is renewing himself. And that's when the king would be reconsecrated. And they're telling you, make today the day you embrace your true self. So, Captain Lunar, that's a message for you. And I think it's a message of encouragement. So, okay, Rabbit, then Astra, and we'll just do these, two at a time. There we are. Rabbit. You will have many friends when you need them. So for Rabbit, you will have many friends when you need them. Yeah, and then, oh wow, this, I had one that just fell out here. So this was for Astra. And I think they were like, here. All right, for Astra, this week, embrace change as a chance for growth. This week, embrace change as a chance for growth. Okay, that was for Astra. Now, oh, and I do see some movement here. Okay, Ashley Spradley. Okay, recidivist. Okay. Oh, and then Clay Day. Hi, it's my first time here. Well, welcome. Oh, well, thank you. Rabbit says thank you so much, and don't worry about it not being much. That's I just appreciate the fact that you gave me something, that you gave me a sticker. So
one of those things, the thought really matters.
That's right. Well, that and you will be included when Kid Ptolemy does his happy dance.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
But oh, and Clay Day, welcome. And okay, so we're going to get to, as soon as we get our Discord folks, then we're going to go to our folks that starting with Zabela and then Conspiracy Town. But Axel, then Deus, I guess, Deyes, Dias or Deus. But we'll start with Axel. And now I'm thinking Axel F and 80 synthesizer.
Yeah, I was already going through that.
Yeah. Well, if you're a child of, if you were a kid in the 80s, then there's some things that just are a given. But anyway, talking about the gods, and their junk, I guess, or whatever. Of course, you might have seen the artwork that I have of Inanna, Ishtar. She's full frontal. And it's because of that Morgan remembers her as the goddess with the huge bush. And, it's like, he might, look at you a little confused, and not quite remember if you say Inanna, but if he says, "Oh, is that the one with the huge bush?" I'm like, "Yes." Then, oh, okay. So that's how he remembers her. Anyway, Axel. Axel, follow the guidance of your inner guru. Follow the guidance of your inner guru. So that's for Axel. And then Deus or Dias. And since they're on Discord, they'll have to correct us on the proper way to say their names.
Someone says Deus is correct.
Okay.
Deus.
On the dais.
As in, jump up on the dais.
Is that on YouTube?
I'm sure it is.
Again, something funny to look up later and see if it's actually on YouTube, because it actually predates YouTube. Jabba on the Dais, spelled D-A-I-S. But anyway, for Dais, your friendships will continue to grow and flourish. Your friendships will continue to grow and flourish.
I was hoping it would have said sit up straight. That would have been hilarious.
Deus, I guess. I don't know, but that's for Deus. Then John, and then San. So. All right, so John, invest in quality time with your loved ones. That's for John. Invest in quality time with your loved ones. And next is for San. A lifetime of precious moments with loved ones is coming. For San, a lifetime of precious moments with loved ones is coming. And I get the feeling that the vibe feels like, someone new, coming into your life. Could be, some, someone new it coming into the family, or a pet or whatever, but a lifetime of precious moments with loved ones is coming. So that's for San. All right, now picking back up with Zabalin asking Khonsu. The August child, maker of plans. And the message from Khonsu: celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. So Zabalin, celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. It's still progress.
Even if you fall forward, you're still moving ahead.
Okay, Conspiracy Town. Want to go to another country? What say the gods? This month, embrace change as an opportunity for personal transformation. You might find some clues along the way, but Conspiracy Town, this month, embrace change as an opportunity for personal transformation. Alrighty, and I know we had gotten some more requests down here. Let me. Okay. Wondering, Ing is the Anglo-Saxon version of Freyr. Oh, okay.
Of what?
Oh, okay. Freyr. All right, now. Heathen / Norse / Germanic mythology. I'm not 100% on, but Freyr is a male deity, and like Freya is the goddess. Freyr is he has different things that he does, but again, I'm really is kind of a blank static for me with the Germanic deities. So that's not something that I'm able to comment on.
Yeah.
With any level of authority whatsoever. Okay. Alrighty, and Gabriel, and then sarcastic. From Asset and Oster about a devotional thing. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, that's correct. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah. Gabriel, and then sarcastic. And if I missed anybody in the interim, just go ahead and throw that icon back up there. So,
Prayer was a god of fertility, kingship, prosperity, and peace.
Okay. Gabriel, luck will favor you in your business. Luck will favor you in your business. And sarcastic, asking Osir and Asset. Oh, come on. All right. You will discover new passions and interests through your education. You will discover new passions and interests through your education. And now I get this sense, because I know you graduated from college, a year or so ago, I think it was. I think it has to, the feeling I got is that it has to do with that. But keep that in mind. You might get an itch to go to grad school. Who knows?
That itch is dangerous.
What is
Really
it you call the GRE, the gray matter reduction exam?
Yes.
Oh, there you have it. Yeah, I was all set up to go and take the GRE and enroll in a master's program, and then I found out that you cannot distance learn in Egyptology. Now, this was before the pandemic. I don't know what they say now, but I kind of have enough on my plate as it is. Otherwise, I would have, given that a shot. But
to learn it at all, I think you would have had to move to like Chicago or Memphis, right?
Memphis is the closest one to me. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we'll because I know it's a Thursday night, not a Friday night. And that's probably why we don't have some of our usuals on here, like Marriage Wet. And you know what? I tell you what, because she always asks, I'm going to go ahead and pull one for her, so that if she happens to catch it tomorrow night and watch it to this point, it'll be like she was here. So
it's for you.
Yeah, from the Jackal.
Doggone it.
Do what?
The doggone it.
All right, so Marriage Wet, and we'll pass this on. Mondays are a chance for a fresh start. Make the most of it. Wow, we have been getting a lot of messages regarding Mondays. Mondays are a chance for a fresh start. Make the most of it. So again, that's for Married Wet. I'm going to slip this one over here by our statue of Anubis that a friend had actually had cast. So that's guarding it for Married Wet.
Maybe you should pull one for Seta.
I'll let her ask.
No.
we'll let her ask. It's just the thing is, Married Wepawet tunes in every Friday and always asks, and so it's absolutely consistent. And I know that the only reason why she wouldn't be here is because we happen to be here on a Thursday because she's in England, and so it's many hours ahead,
Right.
and it's easier to stay up late on a Friday night than a Thursday. So
Right.
that's why I did that.
We've got you covered, dear.
Yeah. And again, for anyone else that missed out, our Fortune for Everyone says, don't waste time on what might have been. Oh, and I think, Lady Zephyrus, you were saying that it seemed kind of counterintuitive. Cherish the memories that you have because they're precious. Well, those are memories of things that actually happened, not what would have happened. Don't think about coulda, woulda, shoulda. Think about what actually was there, because that's the reality. That's what nothing can take from you. It happened. It's there. If you think about, the gods, yesterday is Osiris, tomorrow is Ra. Everything that's in the past is with Osiris. If it's something that actually happened, he has it. He knows it. No one can take the good things from you, but ask him to help you get over the bad things. He had to get over some bad things too. But the past, that's his domain. But Ra is what is becoming, what is on the horizon, tomorrow. So concentrate on that and what's in the present right now and what's coming up, because that's what you have control over. So I think that's their message. Don't think about, well, if only. Make something with what you have. So I guess that's our message for the evening. So, if anyone else has a request, just go ahead and toss that up there. I'll tell you a quick story before we, say our prayers to make the offerings endure and all that. Because the very first time we ever drove out west was 21 years ago now. It was in 2004. We were doing a convention in Pasadena. Had never been out there in that direction before. We're looking forward to it, but had no idea what to expect. And so we're getting ready, because anytime there's a convention coming up, we tend to go a little nuts getting everything ready, because there's lots of stuff to do. You're going to this. You want to bring a lot of things, have a lot of things done, da-da-da. So we were up till, I guess it was 10 o'clock or so in our little tiny apartment. We're getting everything ready. And then finally we said, okay, we got to get some sleep, thinking we would get up and, leave in the daylight morning. But we were so wound up, we couldn't sleep. We ended up waking up at 1, 2 in the morning, I guess, something like that.
1:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Just couldn't sleep. I think you and I were dreaming about this, that, and the other, and just like I said, we were so amped up. So we said, "Screw it, let's just go." I said some, Odaimoka, chant a little bit in front of the same Gohanzon that is behind Ra right now, and so we said some prayers and then loaded up and left. 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. So the nice thing about it is we caught a little bit of the rush hour traffic in Dallas, but after that, because you kind of go on the north edge and then go up, and then you're in I think what they call Texoma region for forever, and yeah, and then we got to Amarillo. Amarillo about lunchtime, and then we got to Albuquerque about dinner time, and that became our strategy. Because it means that we see what's familiar to us when it's still dark, but then we have daylight to see all the neat stuff.
Yeah.
And that's really something worth doing. So, though Darren was like, "Yeah, there's some coffee in our futures because we might be trying to do something crazy, kind of like that." So,
yeah. Up on that.
So we can get to bed early and get some sleep, and then be up wee hours in the morning Saturday. Yeah.
There is the aspect that I always like is if we wind up leaving early at night in the morning before the sun has risen and all that. It's such a nice experience, depending on where you are and the weather, to experience the shift from night to day. It's always such a beautiful thing, especially when you're in a different area than you're used to.
Yeah.
You get to experience the play of Ra's light on other things.
I'm sorry, I'm just reading in the chat, and because somebody's saying, well, Cyrus can take my ex then. Well, yeah, and then Sarcastic says, yoink them into do what? Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, I was suddenly thinking of things that are in some of the prayers for the deceased, and asking, asking Jehuti and asking Osiris to take on, but especially Jehuti, take all of those, that, wish ill, or wish harm upon, the person that you're officiating for, the deceased. But since we're on that, I might as well ask them, to take all of those that wish me ill and take hold of them, and do not let loose of them, put them in Duat where Osiris, not, and I'm not talking about like, I wish they would keel over dead or something. No, I mean, like, take all those things that are in the past and give them to Osiris, because he knows what to do with them. But anyway, so let's go ahead and wrap up. And just again to let you know, I will be doing some more shorts that will premiere for next Friday, because next Friday we're going to be, a little occupado.
Yeah.
So be looking forward to that. So, and everybody have a great weekend. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Yanu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Yanu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Yanu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shanit in Yunu endures. As the name of Osu, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Asset in Necheru endures. As the name of Sutach in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Khmenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Amun Ra. You have come in peace, O Mut, O Khonsu. You have come in peace, O Yunachuru. May you go forth in peace, O Amun Ra, Mut, Khonsu. May you go forth in peace, O Yunachuru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. All right. Thank you again for tuning in on a Thursday night. We love you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Somebody was asking how the cookies and stuff work. What I'm going to need to do, for the shorts, we're not going to do that. I'm just going to draw one cookie that'll be for everybody. So it'll work, like if you caught all of the shorts, and remember, I did several of them in succession, so that you could basically see each little component of what we do for ritual. So if you haven't gone and watched them already, I mean, they're like 2 minutes a piece, if that. But it's all the little components of a service, and I tried to set it up so that it's something you can follow along. And if you wanted to have a service and have that playing, and go along, later, you can do that. And I'll do the same thing, and it's just we'll pull one fortune for everybody, and that's just going to be for next week. After that, we'll come back to our usual.
When are you going to tape that?
When? After coffee.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
Right. And by the way, I got some brand new artwork done, because if you'll notice on the calendar, it says that you've got something for Montu and for Aniket and Satit. And so you will see some brand new artwork for that. So be something to look forward to next Friday. So, and you got your Susan piece. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. Yes, and I tell you something that I'm hoping to find, because we're going someplace that's up in the mountains. I'm gonna look for like a rock shop and see if I can find some cool local beads or something that would be good to make some special rosaries and things.
That rocks.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. While you're studying, Social Security stuff, I'm going to be.
All I ask is, my day ends at 5:00.
Yes.
Be there.
I will, because then we get to go and explore food. So.
Wish we were there.
That sounds cool. I'll keep that in mind.
What?
Somebody wanted to know if I could make a rosary for my aunt. And I guess I'll just have to think what would be some good stones for that. But who knows? Maybe I'll find something while I'm traveling. Sometimes if you don't know the answer, it's because you just need to wait and it'll come to you. But
I definitely have some thoughts on that one.
Yeah. All right. Oh, yes, and thank you. Yes, may the Nectar bless Sharon and Darren and everyone who tunes in. Thank you so much. So.
We love you.
And happy Feast of Opet, everybody.
Yes.
Yes. Take care, everyone. Oh, did you want to turn off the lights?
Oh, hang on. Let me just type a quick message here. And, have a great Opet weekend. See you in 2 weeks. I know, go to bed. It's funny. Just saying now, go to bed. That always makes me think of Wally.
No, we're not going to bed yet.
Right. Well, the story with that is we needed to call about something because we were trying to submit an audition for Darren, and I needed to check and make sure that his wife had got it, because his wife was a casting agent. Well, no, not casting. She was talent agent.
Yeah.
The kind that represents you and tries to get someone to cast you. But anyway, so we were sending a taped audition for Darren, and there's a time zone difference because they're in Pacific time, we're in Central, so that's 2 hours. They're 2 hours behind us. And so it was midnight our time, and I'm trying to make sure, that this got in, and Darren's like, go ahead and call. I guarantee you he's up. And with much trepidation, because I realized, okay, it's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm going to be calling his house. So I called the number, and Wally picks up the phone, and no hello, he just says, go to bed. And Darren just starts cracking up. He's like, see, I told you. And keep in mind, at this point, he was 90. I think I think he was 90 straight up or thereabouts.
Yeah, 90, 91.
Or 80, 89, 90, somewhere in there. But yeah. Just go to bed. Love my Wally. But, okay. So we'll see if that gives us a little more ambiance. A little bit. There we go. Okay.
Speaking of you guys fighting, staying asleep, did you see that they're finally giving Robert Englund his star on the Walk of Fame?
A star?
About time.
Okay.
I hope it has claw marks where you're crossing.
A lot of people commented that actually.
Okay.
But yeah, and on top of that, they're giving it to him on Halloween.
Awesome.
That's appropriate. Oh, and by the way, because I know there's a few folks that are still, tuning in and haven't dropped out yet. We will be doing something for Halloween. It's just going to be a little bit later because I'm going to, accommodate the trick or treaters, earlier in the evening, and then we'll come. And I'm not missing doing, Osiris mysteries on Halloween. That's just too appropriate. So
Was
it'll
it
just be.
Sokar you were going to focus on, and then Osiris the next time?
I think so. I think we're going to do like the rights for Sokar, and then finish for Osiris, the next Friday. But we'll work that out. But it'll be on Halloween. So
yeah.
But okay, everybody, thank you again, and just a little eye candy for you to enjoy. So.
Robert, I hate to do it, buddy, but I need to take her from you.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
All right.
I was good.
Well, hang on, guys. I got it. I didn't end the stream yet. I was going to do that and say again, thanks to everybody. And we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone.